In part 1 of the Istanbul video, we went over the top 8 places to see in Istanbul. In this video, I will go over the top 7 interesting things to not miss in the city. Before we get started, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and let me know in the comments if you have been to Istanbul and tried any of these things. Let's start off the list at shopping at bazaars. There are numerous bazaars or shopping complexes in Istanbul and you have to visit a few of them. The top 3 to visit are the Grand Bazaar, the Spice Bazaar and the Arasta Bazaar. My favorite is the Grand Bazaar, where you can easily get lost in this maze and is an absolute treat for the eyes with colorful shops everywhere. I bought a ton of stuff here, but the favorite ones were the Turkish lamp and a painting of the Sultan's procession. The Spice Bazaar is famous for spices and a variety of teas. The local vendors offer you a sample that you can taste before you buy. My favorite were the eucalyptus and pomegranate flavored tea, and bargaining definitely works here. The Arasta Bazaar is located right next to the Blue Mosque if you want to grab a quick souvenir, and is the most easily accessible bazaar. You have to experience a Turkish bath known as a hammam. I went to a 300-year-old bathhouse of Kagaloglu Hammam. You are greeted with a cup of tea and a Turkish delight, and one of the staff takes you inside for you to get changed. You are then taken into the bathhouse, where you can sit in the steam room for 15 minutes for the pores to open up, and the staff gives you a nice body scrub and soap for another 15 minutes after that. You can wash off the soap with warm water towards the end of it, and once you're done, you will feel cleaner than ever before. Next on the list is sailing on the Bosphorus Strait that separates Europe from Asia. The best way to cross Europe to Asia while in Istanbul is via a boat ride. You will see some of the city highlights, especially the Dolmabahce Palace. This is also the best way to get close to the Kız Kulesi, or the Maiden's Tower, which has a long history of getting built and then getting destroyed. The one that's currently standing is from 1725. See the Whirling Dervish. This is not a tourist performance or an art form, but rather a form of physically active meditation that is practiced by certain Sufi groups with the aim to reach the source of all perfection, or karma. The dervish are clad completely in white and spin expertly as if in a trance. This kind of meditation was founded by the mystic poet Rumi in the 13th century. You might have heard all about the Turkish cuisine, and I can confirm that it is fantastic. So the next on the list is to try all the drinks and dishes that you can. In terms of food, vegetarian options were limited, but the drinks made up for it. You have to try the Turkish coffee, which is pretty strong. Here they make coffee in a special way. They heat sand, which in turn heats the coffee and water. Pro tip, do not drink it till the last drop, as the bottom is pretty much crushed coffee beans, which doesn't taste good at all. You also have to try at least a few of the numerous tea flavors. If you go to any of the shops to buy anything, more than likely you will be served a cup of tea. And while we are at it, let's add freshly squeezed pomegranate juice to the list, which is a little bit sour but still absolutely delicious. Lastly, on food is desserts. Especially the baklava and the Turkish delights are something you absolutely have to try. Getting a cone of ice cream is also an experience in and of itself, where the vendor will make you, the buyer, earn their ice cream. The old city has many houses and shops that are packed together with historical sites, so try to get up a rooftop to enjoy a beautiful landscape from a bird's eye view. You can also go to the Rooftop Restaurant next to the Sulaimani Mosque, which also offers some incredible views of the city. You can try to befriend some locals as they know the best spots. I went to the Buyuk Walidehan where I heard you can get up to the rooftop, but apparently the government had banned tourists from entering the rooftops. But there was a German guy who owned a coffee shop and the balcony had some good views. If you had enough of the historical district, head over to the Taksim Square. It is a major tourist and leisure district famed for its restaurant, shops and hotels. A tram runs through the street where you can literally jump on and off the moving tram. So there you have it, my Istanbul travel guide. If you've made it all the way to the very end, let me tell you this. There are a lot of cats all over Istanbul, and I mean a lot of them. If you are a cat person, you must visit Istanbul if not for anything else.